Good morning. It's Clark back again, and Skunk. We're out on a wild dog trapping program and doing pretty well. I've just got a few thoughts that I'd like to share with you. We've got our Queensland state election coming up, and it's going to be a really crucial one for the people that love the outdoors. Now, I'm wearing a Hunters for Trump hat here, and I do that because I'm in support of free markets, free enterprise, free people having set rights and freedoms that can never be taken away or eroded. Unfortunately, I'm getting, how do I say it, I'm getting probably maybe disillusioned, maybe disappointed. I'm not sure what it is with our fellow, with my fellow hunters and that I see around here. It's a lot of the comments that are coming up on social media since we put our last lot of posts up there have been, a lot have been terrific, and we thank you very much, but some have been downright nasty. Some people, you can understand that because there's age-old differences there where they literally, well, let's say people have had to be removed from our system simply because they don't believe in fairness. They don't believe in towing the line or following rules. Other people seem to have an ingrained belief that the state should look after them, that they're owed something by the state, that everything is there for the people and the state owes them a living. That sounds, to me, it sounds all the world like socialism, and I'm against that. I'm for free people showing initiative, getting out there and doing things themselves, taking on the rights but taking on the responsibilities as well, both going hand in hand. So, am I sitting here talking to the wrong people? I don't think so. I think 90% of the people that I run into feel the same way. And we've had a lot of criticism for the Ridge group, the group that I've sort of got right behind and championed for many, many years, 30 years now. And that's unfortunate because Ridge is an example of a system, a group of people who get together. They haven't put their hands out once to government for funding. No government funding for 30 years. It's been user pays. It's the very people that go in our annual ballot. The money they pay goes towards the admin. Now, I get people have a go at me for, they say, oh, McGhee's in this for his own benefit. Hang on, hang on. That's the whole idea of a free market system, is that you pay for the damn thing yourself. You know, you don't put your hand out and say, I want a bureaucracy to pay my way. I want the state to pay my way. No, this has been done as a business, as a user pays business, as a free market, free enterprise system between the landowners and the hunters. Righto, you need somebody in the middle there to make it all work, and that's been our Wild Country Adventures role, and it can be done by dozens of other outfitters if they wanted to, or agents, or clubs, or groups could do the same thing. And that's what we're talking for Queensland. Unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of people that are calling for a bureaucracy to be set up. These very same people that are saying that they're against red tape and want less regulations, and I see that in the different political parties that are there now, supposed to be conservative parties, and they're saying, we want less regulations, so let's set up a bureaucracy. Let's set up another bureaucracy to handle the hunting in Queensland, especially the state forest hunting. So let's have rules and regulations and enforcement officers and penalties and fines and infringement notices and all that stuff, and paid staff and government vehicles and a whole lot, a whole bureaucracy. This is free people suggesting that, and it's just doing my head in because it seems so contrary to what other people are saying to me. They said, let's do it ourselves. So what Ridge has done with the ballot, with our Glenfiddich project, with our research, with everything, with our liaison with landowners, it's been free enterprise, free bargaining. It's been hunters showing initiative, working things out cooperatively with landowners. Now, the same thing that happens on freehold country can happen on state forest land. It doesn't have to be a landowner that has the rights on an area. It can be a hunting club. It can be a group. It can be a four-wheel drive group. Whatever. The road is there. The road is open for people to get together and work cooperatively without the need of a massive bureaucracy to be set up. But if that's what people want, good. Go for it. But what I think the flip side will be, if we see a bureaucracy set up to handle the hunting in state forest areas here of Queensland, if that's what we see, the kickback will be that the landowners that are dispossessed off their cattle grazing areas, which is, we've got to be clear on that, there's cattle grazing areas, there's crown leases, there's long-term pastoral leases, it's all crown land. So where do you stop? If we see landowners feeling like they're going to be dispossessed or dispossessed of that country, and we've got a biosecurity framework that is pushing for the eradication of what they see as pest animals, I think what we're going to see is a knee-jerk reaction from landowners, and what we'll lose will be the game species, especially the wild deer, that are most sort of under threat, or I suppose the easiest ones to control to a high level in this state. Let's get that clear. Our species of wild deer in Queensland exist with the grace of landowners, nothing else. And anybody from any other state that doesn't believe that, then get up here and spend some time in the bush. I'll put my 50 years of work in this area on the line here and say that the animals, especially the deer, survive with the grace of the landowners. If you lose that grace of the landowners, if you lose the support of landowners, you will lose the lot. That's what you're risking. So I would hope that some of it, especially in the lead up to this next election, I would hope that our hunters, our outdoors people, would stop and look at what the cost of failure will be. If you have a push at this now, and we split the Conservative vote into all these little fractions and give your preferences in all different directions, and we see a return of an ALP government in this state, I think you've just shot yourself in the foot. I think you've just shot all of us in the foot. So it's time for some clear thinking. And what I'd suggest to everybody, go to the Green Shirts Facebook page. Those great guys and gals have been supporting landowners for quite some years now. Great movement, the Green Shirts. And you have a look at a guy there that shows an analogy of having an orange, 2 mandarins, a lemon and a lime. The orange, Liberal National Party, One Nation and Katter Party, the mandarins, the lemon, Labor, and the lime, the Greens. Have a look at that analogy and you'll see that that man is right on the money. Don't go splitting the Conservative votes and handing the next election back to Labor or hunters and the deer. Our hunting heritage is what's going to lose. Well, thanks for watching. If you'd like and subscribe to our channel and then turn on your notification bell, you'll be notified of any of our upcoming videos.